Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this cute little fall card using Not Too Shabby Shop products. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on this happy little fall card. This is the Not Too Shabby Pick Me Up Stamp and Die set for September of 2023. And we're going to make just a little card, pretty easy card. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trimming off about 2 inches from the front of this card. And then I'm going to trim some extra pieces of paper. And I've got the dots for fall. Love, love, love these dots. Any dots make me happy. But I'm going to go with the gold dots and the brown dots just to stick with the theme of the fall theme. So using all fall colors. So I'm going to make a little square here. And it doesn't matter what size you make it the size you want. I want to say I've done this one, I'm doing the rectangle just about 1/8 of an inch smaller than the little piece of card. And then I'm doing a square here to back the square in the card. So it looks to be about a 3-inch square, so this will be about 2 3/4 square. And I'm cutting it all with my decal trimmer so that it's got that kind of rustic feel. Again, doesn't matter what size, as long as each piece is a 1/4 inch smaller than the backer piece that you made for it. And I'm going to go ahead and distress this out with my Vintage Photo ink. And I like to distress especially when I do the decal edge so that it, kind of really showcases that deckled edge. So I've got that, and then I'm going to do the matte piece for the front of my card. And then I'm going to do the card itself, just around the front edges. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down. I'm just going to use regular glue, and you can use either dotted side you want. I chose the smaller dots. So I'm just going to glue that matte piece on there, and then I'm going to glue this dark brown onto my other matte piece that I created. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of sewing here, which I cannot show on video. I'm working on trying to get that set up so I can show it. But let's go ahead and do our stamping and get that part done. So I'm going to grab the pumpkin stamp, and I've taken out the speeded up part because I felt like cutting paper just didn't need to be slowly happening. We'll go ahead and pull this stamp. And this is the cutest little stamp set. Very versatile too. And there is a matching die with the stamp and die set. So I'm going to grab a piece of 110-pound accent opaque paper. And I'm going to go ahead and just stamp this down. It's a brand new stamp. I haven't used it, so I'm just giving it a little rub for some seasoning. And then I've got my VersaFine Clair in Nocturne. In hindsight, this would have looked cute in like a dark, dark brown too, but never mind that. We've done it in black, and that's what we've done. So it took a couple of stamps to get it as solid as I want it. I'm going to go ahead and pull my stamp off, and then pull my paper off of my Misty tool, my mini Misty. I know that looks black and funky. That's an old background stamp that I ruined. And it makes a great little, like, sticky pad. And I'm coloring in the truck in fall colors, so I want a brown truck, and I've got the orange pumpkins, and I'm just using my Zig clean color markers, and I'm leaving the tailgate light colored because I'm going to want to stamp in that. Super easy to color these trucks. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut the truck out, but I'm also going to cut 2 extra pieces. And the reason for that is so that I can kind of build that truck up a little bit. And in fact, I believe that I'm using Hammermill 100-pound because it's better to color on. So I've got the truck cut out, and I've got the 2 extra trucks cut out. And I'm going to glue those all together. provided I can find my glue. There it is. You know how when stuff's right in front of you and you don't see it. And yeah, these are scrap pieces that I cut up because you're not going to see them, so might as well use them. I'm just sticking them together. It's just one way to pop something up versus using foam pads. If you've got a lot of scrap paper, it's especially economical because, you know, it's paper that you might have otherwise tossed. All right, there we go. So now my truck's got a little bit of dimension and it's also more solid. And then I'm going to go ahead and sew these pieces together. Truck's going to go right here. I'll be right back once I get those sewn. Yeah, there we go. No, I can't sew that quickly. I can sew pretty quickly, but my sewing machine's clear on the other side of my room, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down. Now, I could have backed that with another piece of paper, but I like the rustic look of the sewing, even on the back side. So I'm just gluing it so it's just kind of halfway onto that other matte piece. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and give a good rub to it so I can make sure that it's nice and adhered, because when you've got thread on there, it doesn't want to stick flat down. So you have to, really make sure that it's good and stuck down. And if there's any excess glue coming out, you can wipe it off with a paper towel. But you do want to use a little extra glue if you've sewn something. Now, truck's going to go here. Look how easy this card is, and it's really, really cute. I especially love that polka dot paper. So I'm going to go ahead and antique up my truck here a little bit too, just so that it's coherent with the rest of the project. Now I need to stamp on the truck. And I'm going to do Happy Fall. Because, yeah, I mean, I'm happy at fall. I'd especially be happy with a truck full of pumpkins. Because that would mean pie. You can keep your spice, your pumpkin spice coffee and candy and donuts and hamburgers and whatever. But a good old-fashioned pumpkin pie, I'm there for. So I am going to use a brown ink for this. And I'm using Fallen Leaves. So it's almost a black brown, but it's not black. I really like these sentiment stamps because they stamp really easy, like quick. All right, so now all I need to do is an inside sentiment because there's one here. And this one says, thought you could use a little pick-me-up. Nothing like a happy pun. And just trying to decide where I want to put that, and also that I want to hide it behind that little flap. So I'm going to grab my stamp positioner tool here again. I want to make sure that I can close it so nothing's in the way of the hinges. Then I'm going to set my little stamp down. Get it straight. Come on. Make sure that it's covered, that it's hidden. It looks like I can get it right in the middle and it'll still be hidden. So you don't always have to do a perfectly traditional card. You can go a little crazy. Love, love, love this. And I went ahead and used the brown ink for that as well. Okay, we're ready to go on that. All we need to do is attach our truck and we are rolling. No pun intended again. But I am going to add some bling because I just love fall colors, don't you? It's just warm and inviting, and yeah, I'm a warm color kind of girl anyway. So we'll make sure that's nice and stuck down. And now I'm going to get out my little bling, and these are from, this calls for confetti, I think. I put them in these little containers, and I've got some copper colored ones and some gold colored ones. So I'm going to put the copper colored ones on the sort of gold colored polka dot paper, and I'm just kind of choosing my placement here. And this is what I do. I lay my sequins out and then I glue them down once I've decided on placement. Sometimes I really lament over where to put these things, And sometimes I put too many, sometimes I don't put enough, but it's okay in the end because they're all still beautiful. And I like the placement that I've chosen here, so I'm going to go ahead and commit. I'm just using my little Trinity Stamps picker tool here. Those things are a game changer. I have a wax pencil that works just fine too, but these are just a little bit better because my wax pencil, you can't get down to a point like that, or at least I haven't been able to get it down to a point. Now I want to put some gold bling on, so I'm going to put away my copper bling and choose some placement for the gold bling, and this card will be finished. I hope you like this video. I know that it's a short video, but it's also a very, very quick and easy card to make and still very impactful. Just so you know, as far as my sewing machine goes, I use a Singer heavy-duty sewing machine, and I have a heavy-duty needle in there. And I actually use upholstery thread to sew my cards because I like my thread to show. And I don't need it to be pretty and neat. I like it sloppy. So, but you don't have to sew it at all. You can use die cuts that have sewing in them, or nothing at all. Just make it plain. It'd still be really cute. So go ahead and commit to where I've placed my sequins here, which is 5 of them. So I've got a total of 10. It's an even number, but I have odd numbers on each of these sections. And that just gives it that extra bam. There we go. There's our beautiful little card. You could do more. You could cut off those threads. I like leaving them on. Anyway, here's my card. I hope you like it, and I hope you like this video. If you do, please consider subscribing to my channel and give me a thumbs up. And do me a favor, leave a comment in the comment section below. What would you do? Would you sew this? Have you ever thought about sewing a card? I'd love to see your stuff. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.